So I've currently got the original jack jockey wheel on there, and I think obviously with this thing we can rotate this base to suit how we want the head of this to sit. So I guess we're just going to have to figure out how to attach that onto there. Hopefully we've got enough space between clamps and bolts and stuff to make it work, but it's almost looking pretty bad. So I don't know what we're going to have to do about that. I should have got the one that just went straight into the jockey wheel, but we're here now, so we'll make this work. I'm having a hard time with this. So there's this little like brace bar down the bottom, and then for the bracket to fit under that, it has to be back, at least back here somewhere. And then the stabilizer arms hang down about here, which will foul on the arm of the body jack. So I can't have it any further forward than this, and the bloody gas bottle won't fit there, and I can't slide it any further back than that because then it's going to hit the stone guard. So it's going right here, and this gas bottle is just going to sit chronically high. But I think that's about where it's going to go. So I've probably got to do these bolts up because it's leaning a lot, as you can probably tell. Do these bolts up and then cut them like flush as with the end of these nylocks, so it doesn't go anywhere and it doesn't push into the gas bottle at all. But I think that's the go. Hopefully I can, I don't know, figure that out nicely so it sits relatively well. But I think for the moment that's how it's going to be. But this thing's awesome. I didn't even realise that this had like the multi-height on the foot here. So you can just, if you've got a really low surface, you can just drop that down and find that last hole, and then you should have the stroke of the entire jack there on top of that. So that's pretty sick. So this will do. I think we'll mount it here. We got that all done up. I'll just chuck this Ando into a power supply and we'll see how she runs. Oh wee, that'll take forever. Drop this down. I mean, it's not quick, but it's easy. Well, that lifts that pretty easily too, so that's awesome. Not bad. I'll move the jack out the way so I can get it in there further. I think it'd sit somewhere about there on the troopy. I think that's roughly level. I could probably use a level on the top, couldn't I? Not bad. Hopefully the level works on that. This also has an override feature where you can wind this around manually, and I assume right is up and left is down, so that's actually, no, that feels more hard, so that's probably up and that's down. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It yeah, that obviously doesn't work for us, so I might extend that bar. I'll see how I feel. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, it's good. It works.
Good.
And how much did it cost us?
$4.99.
$4.99. Marked down $50.
Was it marked down, was it?
Well, I don't know. She was like, oh, it's $4.99. I was like, you sure? And she's like, do you want me to make it $5.49? I was like, no, not really. Yeah. $4.99. So yeah, pretty stoked with that. Yeah, a bit of a clean up, put that gas bottle on, ground that that bolt down a bit. I'll leave that other one long because that took forever. I used a hand saw because I didn't want to heat up the nylock. That was a pretty easy installation. Obviously ours is a little bit harder with the gas bottle and stuff in the way, and not being able to reuse our existing jack. They did actually have a model, I think it was called a Blackjack Mini, and that was a ton rated, 1,000 kilos, and it would fit an existing jack mount such as this one, so with the double clamps and everything. So I could have just bolted that straight in there, but we opted for that, just, I don't know, just to clean the look. So Kobe said she wanted it, so I said yes, and that's about as far as that went. But yeah, that's awesome. It mustn't use much power given that it moves quite slowly, and yeah, it sort of has, when it's got no weight on, it's got a bit of a like delay on how far it drops. It's not sort of like up, 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 it's like up and then stops, up and then stops. So yeah, I guess if you're in the market for a jack, this is awesome. So yeah, highly recommend this one.